I have been listening now to numerous complaints from different people in different places saying there's not enough chargers. We need to do this. We need to do that. The government must do this. Well, Tesla has just announced they now have 30,000 charging stations. And I have about 50 tabs open on my computer for all the different companies that are installing charging stations all around the world right as I make this video. There is literally tens of thousands of chargers, fast chargers, being built right now. Hello, my friends. You are watching The Electric Viking. My name is Sam Evans. Welcome to the channel. I'm coming to you here from Melbourne, Australia. Thank you for tuning in. Fantastic to see you here. So great to see so many new subscribers coming on recently. Welcome to you and welcome to returning viewers of the channel. Thank you to everyone who's jumped on Patreon and contributed to the channel, and also to those of you who've become members of the channel. Great to have the member group increasing. Remember, if you become a member of the channel, you do get access to some of our videos 24 hours in advance. Now, if you haven't already started investing in the EV revolution, in the clean energy revolution, now is time to do so. You can use a link in the description that I'll put to an app called Stake, which you can download on your phone. If you use my referral code, you can get a free stock. You might as well start now. It's actually free to trade on the platform. So China just recently announced that they have the largest charging network in the world. And to be honest, it's not even close. No other country in the world is within even remote closeness of the size of China's charging network, which is insane. Someone just wrote a comment on one of my videos talking about China's network and saying how incredibly impressive it is. Don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about the Chinese government here. They're, on the other hand, not so impressive. But China's electric car charging network is insane, next level. Now, of Tesla's 30,000 superchargers worldwide, 25% of those are actually in China. And this kind of makes sense because if you think about it, China is the world's largest car market. But it is the world's largest electric car market by a pretty big margin right now, considering it's the largest car market and 17% of all car sales in September and October were electric cars. Well, you can imagine that's a hell of a lot of electric cars. That figure is only increasing every month. Now, I know a lot of you viewers on the channel do like Tesla. A lot of you don't have a high opinion of them. A lot of you have mixed opinions, and some of you genuinely hate Tesla. Well, Tesla has 30,000 charging stations, and no matter your feelings on Tesla or Elon Musk the person, that is a really, really, really good thing for all of us. That is leading us in the right direction. Now, Electric has reported that following Tesla's confirmation of this fact, they have started hiring many new charging design managers in charge of opening new stations in the United States and, of course, in China as well. Now, this move coincides with a new $7.5 billion federal program to fund EV infrastructure that is currently being adopted, and one of the requirements to get access to the funds is that the charging stations are open to vehicles from more than one automaker. Now, by opening its network, Tesla will increase traffic, but it will also have access to more funds to grow the network faster. And Tesla plans to grow its supercharger network quickly. Last month, Tesla announced plans to triple the size of the supercharger network within only 2 years. Triple the size. That means Tesla is planning on having around about 75,000 chargers by 2023 globally. That is insane. When you put this together and you add up all the different charging networks being built around the world, my number that I'm coming to now looks like it's going to be about 800,000 just in the Western world alone by the end of 2022. Now, just for clarification, Tesla is talking about actual stalls. They have 3,100 locations around the world, and on average, each location has 10 stalls, making up a total of 30,000 total chargers. Now, the company appears to be accelerating deployment since it added about 5,000 superchargers in the last 6 months alone. Now, it is an unquestionable, undeniable fact that Tesla has by far the largest global fast charging network in the world, and it's growing fast. This is insane. When you think about all the other car manufacturers, considering some of them have gotten together to create charging networks, Tesla really, just a few years ago, was just a small company globally. How they have gotten to this point to be able to become the fastest growing company in history, in addition to that, to have the world's largest supercharging network, is just incredible. It's absolutely staggering. Now, earlier this month, Tesla started testing the first stations with electric vehicles from other automakers ahead of truly opening the network to all electric car owners, which is fantastic news. Whatever car you have, you will, within probably 6 months, be able to use all of Tesla's network, which is unreal. Tesla is aware, guys. I know those of you who have Teslas, there are some stations that are really busy. Not many of them, but there are some. Tesla is aware that that's an issue, and they will be adding more supercharger stalls in those areas to try and combat the increase in traffic to those busy stations. Now, beyond just the supercharger network, Tesla has more networks of chargers. 2 more networks, in fact. Tesla has its destination network, which uses level 2 chargers, and it has started building its Megacharger network, which is for bigger electric vehicles like the Tesla semi-truck. Now, Tesla are not the only company that are building out big Megachargers. Well, they don't call them Megachargers, but basically Megachargers for trucks. It's not going to be long now until most trucking companies are, well, only buying electric trucks, because the cost difference to run and own an electric truck is just so much lower versus an ICE petrol. Usually they're diesel trucks. And the other great news is that now Tesla is starting their first deliveries of their semi-truck, which is, they're very large trucks for big trucking companies. Apparently the first deliveries will actually happen in December this year. So 30,000 supercharger stalls is an incredible achievement within only 9 years. They've done this in 9 years. Now, I'll put a link in the description below to the article that I've used to reference some of the content in this video. But I don't suggest you read the comments, because it's mostly from people who like to whinge and complain. And that's not really something I think is good to indulge in. It becomes a habit. But I will share with you the most popular comment, which was a positive one. It says, 30,000 worldwide is quite an achievement. When we got our Model S, there were only 5 worldwide. As a Tesla owner for 9 years, Model S and Model Y, I need to remind one and all that 95% of our daily charging, long distance travel, will be using level 2 chargers, usually at home or at work. Yes, I know not everyone can charge at home or at work, and that is the point I wish to make. Our benevolent government officials, federal, state, county, municipal, should be expanding level 2 charging footprint and make apartment, condo, multifamily housing install family charging. This is happening in the UK, by the way. That's something they've mandated recently. I made a video about that, I think about 2 months ago. Tesla doesn't receive enough credit for their destination charger program, but I assure you, travelers along the corridors appreciate a charge at those hotels and motels. It's a better way to start the day. Yes, we need more high-speed chargers, but I feel third-party companies receiving a tax break can rise to the occasion, and I agree with that. We need to change the building codes and use the Build Back Better funding to expand level 2 into our neighborhoods. While all that's true, and I agree, let's not ignore the fact that there are actually a very large number of different companies and places currently installing chargers all over the world, whether that's at universities, businesses, at petrol stations, gas stations, at restaurants. They're actually springing up all over the world incredibly quickly, and that is the great news. I just wanted to share with you today, because I think we don't realize just how many are being built right now, because there's no one saying, hey, look at this article here. They're talking about the chargers they just built here at this university or this college. Look at this article here. They're talking about that Shell's installing all these chargers at their fuel stations. Look at this here. Tesla's doing that. because we don't have all that information together, we don't actually realize that it's happening way, way quicker. And within only a few years, you're going to find that there'll be a supercharger station near almost everyone. Thanks for watching the channel. Look forward to see you again on the next one.